YouTube, we are in the top 16 of the Meta Weekly every single week. Bro, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching as much of the video as possible, even if it's on in the background. That greatly supports me and is why we keep on uploading these. With that said, Hajime.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
This is Plunder Lab versus Mannadium Thunder Dragon. Yeah, you got Mannadium in your Thunder. I think that's what this deck is. I'm not sure. Now I'm confused. What is this deck? I know it's not a pure Thunder Dragon deck because you were playing something earlier, calling yourself Triff Jr. We got some Kashtira here. Allure Darkness, banishing the Roar. Roar will activate when banished to summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck. And now we got Pressure Planet searching for Scareclaw Kashtira. And, I mean, think about it. Does this look balanced? It does not. And Max sees the answer to this. Unaffected, cannot add cards in the deck to the hand, triple monster negate, let's go. Ku Klok's going to be sent to the graveyard to be negated. It was going to make the big welcome activatable the turn it was set. Let's get to it. Focus, focus, focus. We have Ariana, cannot add, so can't activate. On summon, does nothing. Chandelier, discarding the golden hair to set up a trap from the deck. Going to be negated by the Apollo USA. And we are getting reduced by the Primitive Planet, making it so we could not have attacked over the Apollo USA, which it's 1,500 attack anyway. What is it normally? It's 1,600. It would have been able to attack over it. Golden hair with the final negate. Apollo USA on the activation to discard a card. I do not think so. Finally, well, we couldn't even attack into it because the Chaos Angel's making it indestructible by battle. So that's another thing. Comboing up Chaos Angel with an Apollo USA, that is broken. Now, despite the negates and not being able to add, we will be able to big welcome Labyrinth, summon Lovely, then pop a card in the fields. Let's go, let's go. But the Colossus is indestructible by banishing a Thunder from the grave. So what do we do there? Druid Swarm banishing the Roar, triggering the Roar to summon a Dark, and just like that, we're done. No thank you, I'm out. Come forth, Ariana, searching for the Chandelier, which will be able to discard any card from our hand, discarding the blue, setting up our big welcome Labyrinth here. Blue's gonna be discarding a card to draw any card from our deck, and now we got Nibiru. Dark is gonna be discarding during the end phase, grabbing another Dark. Daruma could flip the whole field face down. We could summon a Lovely to pop a card on the field. When do we Ash? You obviously do not Ash the Thunder Dragon. Now, what's important about summoning Colossus is you have to activate a Thunder monster effect from the hand. Ash negates the effect, not the activation. Thus, even if the effect is negated, you could still summon a Colossus. Now, if you negate the activation, it does actually stop it. Leveneer is here to pop a card on the field. Yes, pop 2 cards, non-target pop 2. So what's really interesting here is you summon Lovely and will pop Lovely even before it activates. Gotcha. Daruma will also flip the field face down. Flip the Leveneer, flip the Ariana, return back the Ariana. So we're not going to summon Lovely because we know it will just get popped. So there goes our Lovely play. And this does not activate from the hand, so we were not able to play around that. Now, Peaceful Planet, search for a Mannadium. I knew this was a Mannadium deck. Ash with the negate. So we are on summon number 1, or that Nibiru. And we're not locked out of summoning Nibiru, right? Does this put you into a lock? You are locked into Fiend Monsters only? I do not think so. We are good. We could still Nibiru. Making Thunder Dragon Titan. We have summon number 3, summon set number 4. Does that count? Is this summon number 5 because we tribute set? Does that not count? Setting does not count? Normal or special summon? Lethal damage. There's a weird ruling where there's I forget what the card says. It says if your opponent tribute summons, you could draw 2 cards, and it works on tribute set. So if they tribute set, it gets triggered to draw 2. I think either you or your opponent has to tribute someone to draw 2. It's some Blue Eyes card. I don't know. Maybe someone knows what it is. We tested it in the simulator, and it still works. It still counts as a tribute summon, but it does not count towards Nibiru as he set, and that was not his 5th summon. So let's go. Very well done. 2-0 victory. Sunny Snitch grabbing the Leela. We do have our Bestial to banish a lighter dark from the graveyard. Thank you so much. Grabbing, you can grab my chicken also. There's some left over if you want. Thank you. Shokan into Gigantic Spright. Now, if Gigantic Spright resolves, we can't summon our Bestials. That's it. We are protected from the Bestials. We can make our Evil Twin plays and we are good. Adding the starter, let's link this off into Elf. We're going to speed this up. Shadow's Light. What the heck does this do again? Target a dark, special summon a light monster from your deck or extra deck with the same original type and level. Huh? Summoning a Core of Chaos from the deck. Ain't no way. Now we got Masquerena, untargetable due to the Spright Elf, reborning our Kisakil Frost, as we're now going to be summoning our Kisakil. Again, we can't Bestial because of the Gigantic Spright locking us out of summoning it. Which means, did we make an oopsie? Should we have chained Druid Swarm to the Gigantic Spright? And now we are Spright starting. Starter to the field. We also can't make a Trouble Sunny since we're locked into level rank Link 2 only. We got red for a monster negate, and let's do it. Now, generally, you will get the Leela into the graveyard, but we have Masquerena. So the plan is Masquerena get Leela into the graveyard, or red get Leela into the graveyard, then summon Leela, then get poppin'. We are not negating that. Come forth and summon. We're going to be Elf reborning our Carrot. Carrot's going to be negating a spell or trap. And then we have red with the negate on Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, activating to summon itself onto the field by sending a side frame driver from the hand or deck to the grave. That's negate and destroy. Kisakil is going to be activating to reborn the Leela. Huh. Yeah, we can't stop that. Elf is already activated. Red already activated. Damn. So we played around the Bestial to then play right into it. Burn for another 200. We're still going to be summoning Leela. Now Masquerena going off into a Nightmare Unicorn on summon, discard a card, spin a card in the field, back in the deck. Druid Swarm only activates when sent to the graveyard to send a special summon monster to the grave, so spinning it back in the deck, a very good play. And now we are going into Striker Dragon. Did we just begin our combos? What's going on here? We still have Carrot negate. I believe that's it. Now, Gia, I am afraid to raise my desk since I have not done that in months. So a monitor, my camera might flip over, something bad may happen. Check the wires. Let's go. My desk is not even plugged in. Oh no. Come forth and Shokan into Romulus searching for Dragon Ravine. When are we going to be using the Carrot? On the boot sector or the Ravine? This is it. My monitor shut off. Okay, we're good. Hold on. Okay, we're rising. Ravine is going to be negated by the Carrot, tributing off the Elf to negate and destroy. Okay, tight. Good. Good. Okay, we good. All right, very well done. That was scary. We have our boot sector here, popping it with our Rocket Tracer, summoning from the deck our level 4 non-tuner, as we now make our Chaos Ruler. Mill 5 cards off the top of the deck. I think I could raise this a little bit. Oh, we're buzzing. Good. It's buzzing. Hi, stop. All right. We didn't miss anything. We got Dissipator. Dissipator is here. We're going to special summon a banished monster. Normal summoning our Black Metal Dragon to go into the Pissy to search our deck for the Red Eyes Darkness Metal to then banish a dragon to summon a dragon from the grave. Let's get to it. A Dragon Link. What is this nonsense? When's enough? We negate, and he keeps on going. Chaos Ruler is here. Dissipator, reborning our Striker Dragon. Maybe we're going to summon so much that the Snitch will kill us. We got Lubellion from the graveyard, setting up a Branded Spell Trap card from the deck if we still have one after the Chaos Ruler. We still have the Branded Beast. And now we got Triple Burst Dragon. Pisty is going to be making a baby with the Striker Dragon, summoning a Tracer from the graveyard onto the field as we now make a Borland Dragon, which can attack every single monster on the field. We're going to negate our Tracer, reborn the Recharger, and we are still cooking. Come forth, Borlode Savage Dragon, as we now have an Omni negate. After Borland attacks everything, we do have lethal damage. Banishing a dragon to summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, reborn from the graveyard, our Bestial Serenir. And this is it. Attack number 1. Attack number 2. What is Leela doing? Burning for 500 in every attack? We're gonna then wipe out the Unicorn, take out the Carrot, opening up the field with 16,000 damage on the field. Lethal damage. Holy moly. Damn. What did we play through? A red, a Carrot, a Masquerena, a Kisa kill. That was like 4 disruptions. We played right through it. We had the Bestial to stop one of the disruptions. Damn. Dragon Link is nuts. I'll swap this up. Swasi Senpai at the top. We got our Branded Regain ready to draw a card anytime a light or dark is banished, grabbing our Leela. When do we Gamma? Right here, right now. Negate and destroy the Leela. Now we could follow up Bestial and draw a card off of Regain. So let's see how that works out. Banish our Leela, return it back into the deck here. Are we gonna draw into a play? We already used up our normal summon, so this could be an issue. Drawing into a Spright would not be good. We got the Claw. The Claw, if we have a Dark Monster special summon, now we got Spright Sprind. Sprind could be negated by Ash though. Do we negate? Yes, we do. You will not be sending a level 2 from the deck to the graveyard. I do not think so. Thank you, thank you. Bestial banishing the Claw to come forth and summon to now reborn our Lubellion from the graveyard. Lubellion will be setting up a Branded Beast into the back row. We have Serenir sending from the deck to the graveyard, setting up the Branded Beast, grabbing a Druid Swarm during the end phase. And what do we have here? We have destroy any card in the field, plus reborn a Bestial if you summon. So our only disruption really is the Branded Beast plus the Bestial in the hand. We got Branded Regain, reborning the Baldrake from the graveyard, special summoning the Absorrouter because we have a rocket on the field, making the Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon is here searching for our Boot Sector launch, which could reborn our rockets from the graveyard. We got Romulus searching our deck for the Dragoon Ravine as the Absorrouter searches for another rocket monster. We have Baldrake banishing the Romulus off the field. You go. There goes your link to climb up to the Borland. So Borland will be much more difficult to summon. Also, making the Pisty play, plus oneing off the Pisty is going to be a lot more difficult. Druid Swarm banishing the Magna Hut, come forth and summon, triggering the Regain to return back in the deck to then draw 1, not drawing into a hand trap. Does the Ravine get destroyed by the Beast? It does not, because the Absorrouter was already sent to the graveyard, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, the Branded Beast will only be activatable within the main phase. We are banishing the Ringo Worm from the graveyard before it's able to activate. Druid Swarm being sent to the graveyard for Lubellion, triggering the Druid Swarm to send a card in the field to the graveyard, which will be the Sprind. Sprind be gone. Lubellion setting up our own Branded Beast. We can negate your Beast with Beast. Pop the Beast with our Beast, which we're going to do. Forcing the activation of the Beast to counter Beast, sending our monster to the graveyard to wipe it out. And we wanted that. So don't think that that's a misplay. We forced the activation because this was pinning down the activation of our Boot Sector launch, which we can now summon from the hand or grave, our Rocket Tracer. Rocket Tracer, pop the field spell, summon Recharger, Shokan into Chaos Ruler. Even through the disruptions, we are playing right through it. No F's given. We're going to add a light or dark among these 5 cards being revealed. Come to us, Rocket Caliber. Now Chaos Space will be draw a random card here, returning back on the deck, our Gamma, as we now draw into 11 here, a great top deck. Ringo Worm banishing to summon a level 2 non-tuner and tuner token, as we can now make a Bestial Dissipator. Bestial Dissipator is here. Alongside that, we have Leveneer popping 2 cards on the field, taking out the Regained and the Beast. As the Dissipator reborns the banished Black Metal Dragon, onto the field we go. We now have Dark. Now, Black Metal Dragon will be searching our deck for the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, as the Dark can now special summon a Dark from the opposing graveyard, taking control of the Baldrake. Special summoning Caliber to then banish it with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal to then reborn the Chaos Ruler from the graveyard. We now have 13,000 damage on the field as we now link this off into an access code talker. This deck is not okay. Access code talker boosting up to 4,300, wiping out the Druistorm. Druistorm will activate to get negated by the Dissipator by returning the opponent's banished card back in the deck. I do not think so. It just like that open field with over 10,000 damage. Finishing off Swasi Senpai, lethal with Dragon Link. Damn. Damn. This deck. All right, let's go, let's go. Rite of Erismir. We have not seen the Adventure Engine for a while. What's interesting is you would think that Maxi keeps this in check, yet TCG allows it completely unlimited. The Water Enchantress limited to 1. The Rite of Erismir is, I think, semi-limited. Yeah, what is going on? I think Griffin may even be banned in OCG. What's up with that? Ending the turn, we have our Omni Negate plus the Blackbeard waiting for an attribute of the same as one of our Plunders, Earth. So we could summon Jord. That's exactly what we're doing. Jord is here waiting for the opponent to special summon a monster or summon one. We have the Wandering Griffin Rider to negate and destroy the Fenrir because we control an adventure token. Be gone to you. And now thank you very much for that summon. That will be triggering the Jord to add a Whitebeard and summon a Redbeard. Now, ideally, the opponent will have a light or dark on the field or in the grave. Will Osseal know that and just not do it? Just don't comply. As long as we don't summon a dark or light, the Redbeard's not going to be making anything that good. Summoning the Raisin into the same column as the Redbeard, forcing it to activate right here, right now. We can summon the Fire Synchro. The Fire Synchro could banish back row, so it's not going to be actual good disruption. It does boost up your other Plunders, though. Summoning our Jiao Long. Return back to the hand. Now summoning the Dark, which now it's too late to summon the Dark Exceed to then banish. We got the Snow Devil, which could be banished by the Bran. So what are we going to do to stop that? Bran will banish the Snow Devil. We may have to use Dust Devil early to flip it down, or double set our back row to bluff, or just make Cerberus. Cerberus to pop the Bran. And what's really cool about this is because we're connected to the Rock of the Vanquisher, we pop and we draw. Let's get that draw one. Pop it and draw. Did we draw? What happened here? Did we not pop and draw? Why did we not draw? Pop. Is there something I'm missing here? Cerberus. The prosperity, the pot of P negated the draw. Okay. This is where TCG, they draw anyway. You wait for them to shuffle their hand, and then you call Judge and get a free win. All right, let's go. Of course you don't wait. You tried to maintain a correct game state, and it was completely out of your control, and they did it against your consent. Rock of the Vanquisher, special summoning during the main phase, summon the Razor in the same column as the token. Okay, Shipyard. Now, in the graveyard, Shipyard could target your back row to return it back to then play itself onto the field. Raisin gets searching for the Borger, ready to return back to the hand to summon the Borger. We now got our Whitebeard onto the field here. The Whitebeard and Redbeard can only summon from the extra deck during the opponent's turn. Otherwise, we're just going to have to open game state, slap our Blackbeard onto the field. We got Griffin Rider here, come forth and special summon. Return back the Raisin to get our Borger onto the field. Now what? What are we really doing here? We got Jiao Long without 2 fires. We have Rite of Erismir, using the effect of Dust Devil to flip down the Griffin Rider. I believe that's the play, yes? Flip it down before it's able to negate with a token on the field. The Jord was summoned last turn, so it just flips right back up. And now we are making our Blackbeard. We're going to be triggering the Bluebeard to discard a card, draw a card. What? We got Runicks in this? Blackbeard summoning the Mowork. Mowork's going to banish any monster off the field just like that, and also searching our deck for a field spell. We are equipping in from the graveyard the Redbeard using its effect, adding back the Whitebeard with the Black Eyes, and now we're making our Plunder Brand, boosting up all of our other Plunders and able to banish that back row card. We are scooping this up. We're about to get beat down. Field Spell is boosting up the Plunders. The Brand is boosting up the Plunders. Just like that, we are out. Plunder defeating Vanquish Soul. Ain't no way. Raisin searching for our Mad Love. We got Borger. Return that fool back to our hand. Borger going to be revealing a dark to draw a card every single turn. Curry card is reprinted, though. If you do not have it, it is a good card to potentially pick up before it falls off the shop. Rock of the Vanquisher, recycling a card from the graveyard back to our hand, or special summon from the hand, our Mad Love, as we search for the Snow Devil. And now we got the setup. We could flip cards face down. We could wipe out the entire field. We could pop a card with the Caesar. So we have Fateful Adventure activating to search. Rock of the Vanquisher is going to be chain adding a Vanquish Soul in the graveyard back to our hand. Okay, so we're not special summoning Raisin, but we could special summon it with the Snow Devil. Rebanishing the Water Enchantress, grabbing the Right of Erismere, summoning our token onto the field here. But we do not have access to the Griffin Rider, and we will not. Now, the Draco Bat could spin a card in the field back to the hand. Are we chaining the Snow Devil? We're also using the Mad Love to return the token back to the hand. Goodbye to the token, and goodbye to the effect of the Draco Bat, so that does work out. We're now going to be Borger returning the Mad Love back to the hand to be able to burn for 15 or draw a card every turn, as the Golden Droplet special summons our Huggin. Huggin unsummon, discard a card, searching for the field spell, which is newly limited to 1. Reveal a dark, draw a card here off the Borger every single turn. It's very difficult to keep up with this Borger. Borger's a card that they may hit. It is a super rare. So that may be what they would want to hit. Maybe limiting it to 1, so you have to search it. You can't just open it, then draw cards for free. Dust Devil is going to change the battle position of the Caesar, flipping down the Huggin. Now, think of the impact of flipping down Huggin. If the opponent has a link and it's not pointing to one of your zones, you cannot link summon, and you can't activate more of your Runick cards to special summon into the extra monster zone. Flip down the extra monster zone is incredibly disruptive. Redbeard in the graveyard equipping onto the Jord. Jord is going to be returning the graveyard back to our hand. Our Whitebeard to play itself back into the back row. We're going to be special summoning a token, but we can't make Blackbeard. We can't link. What are we doing here? A flip down Huggin has screwed us completely. We're now going to surrender, realizing that we have 2 monsters on the field. We have the play to make the Blackbeard, but we cannot summon it because the Huggin is face down. Very well done. Limited to 1 fountain, and we hard open it. We got the Runick Destruction here, and we no longer could Chainlink block the Runick Fountain with Huggin to stop Ash. So that's really interesting. We are going to Flash Fire, special summon. We can't use Gary to Chainlink block, and we can't use Ash, we can't use Huggin to Chainlink block. No more Chainlink block in the Fountain. That is another way where it got nerfed. Ash negate, gotcha. And, you know, this would have been a good moment. By summoning the Huggin onto the fields, that is when we would block it. Come forth, Jord, but we're still good. We're still great, actually. We're going to draw a card off of the Coral. We now have another Runick card to trigger the Fountain again during the next turn. Put the Patrol Ship into the back row, summon a token. We have nothing in the extra monster zone, so we can now summon our Blackbeard. And we summoned a light token, so we can now summon the Light Fusion, which will be a Monster Negate. Monster Negate plus trigger the Fountain, draw 3. Let's go. When do we Monster Negate? We have Mad Love activating to search the deck for a spell or trap. That is when the list is going to be discarding to negate. Borger is going to return back to the hand. Now, Liss says something special, I believe. Negate the activation. If you do, destroy it then. So it's if you do and then. So this is at the same time, negate and destroy. And then if you destroy it, you get to add a Plunder from your deck to your hand. If we don't destroy it, we don't add. And that is what's going to happen here. We're not destroying it. We negated the activation. We didn't destroy. We then don't add. So no add from the deck, as we are now going to be activating the Whitebeard to summon from the deck a Plunder. We have Runick Smite Storm to special summon to trigger the field spell to draw up to 3. Are you kidding me? You drew Ash? You randomly drew Ash. You just drew Ash off the Borger. Well, Gary can't Chainlink block because you can't have more than 1 fountain in your deck. Damn. It's not a negate. We're gonna special summon Blackbeard. From our hand or backer, we could summon onto the field here. All right, well done. Double negate. Stake your soul, reveal a fire to summon a fire. We now got Raisin. Raisin is going to be searching our deck for the Caesar. We can destroy the column, forcing the activation of the Redbeard. We got Rock of the Vanquisher here. And just like that, you're going to have to use your Redbeard effect right here, right now, to summon from the deck a Plunder. And that Plunder is going to be our Mowerk. But because we couldn't add a card with the Plunder Patrol Ship list because we didn't destroy the card we negated, the Mowerk is no good. We have no card to discard to banish a monster off the field. What do? We have to Blackbeard draw. We have to draw randomly into a Plunder. We got Bagooska in attack position, which means we want to Zeus. Bagooska, we randomly drew into the Plunder. We can now discard with the Mowerk to banish, not Bagooska because it can't be targeted. Then Bagooska is going to make a Zeus. Damn. Things are happening. Things are happening. The happening is happening. Zeus is going to be wiping up the field. We can at least search our deck for the field spell by banishing it. And, you know, we're also banishing Zeus. So that is something. Grabbing the field spell, as I said, and then goodbye to the entire field. And that all could have been stopped had our list searched. Magna Hut grabbing a dragon during the end phase. We got a Bestial for any light or dark monsters. The golden hair is water, so that's not going to be a problem. Shipyard, discard any card to grab Black Eyes. Black Eyes is great. Add a Plunder in the graveyard to the hand to special summon the Black Eyes onto the field. Normal summoning the Whitebeard, triggering the Whitebeard to summon a Plunder from the deck. We now got Blackbeard. Come forth from the deck. Blackbeard is going to be performing a summon from the extra deck and drawing a card. We need a Plunder in our hand. Summoning from the deck, we got Bluebeard. Bluebeard could discard a card to draw into a Plunder potentially. Hopefully, discard the golden droplet, draw into a Plunder. Nope, did not draw into it, but that's okay. Jord will add a Plunder in the graveyard to the hand, so now we could use our Plunder effects. Very well done. Blackbeard could go into Mowerk. Mowerk could banish the Magna Hut and search for a field spell. We could discard Whitebeard, then Whitebeard could summon a Plunder from the deck, which could further summon. We're going to banish the Druid Storm before it's sent to the graveyard, sending the Mowerk to the graveyard, triggering the Whitebeard to come forth and summon for the deck. Bluebeard. Are we out of White and Redbeards? Probably, because Bluebeard is what you would not summon here. We got Caesar returning back to the hand to come forth and summon onto the field, but we are in main phase 2, linking off the Caesar into Rock of the Vanquisher. Rock of the Vanquisher, add from the graveyard back to our hand our Raisin. We have used up our normal summon, so we'll special summon the Raisin during the next turn. Mowerk in the draw phase. Very well done. You need your toggle on for this play. Toggle on, banish the Rock of the Vanquisher, which is only activatable during the main phase, so he does not get to summon the Raisin. You could put on in your settings at the start of every turn. It says at the end of the turn, you toggle on. I do think that is the correct way to play. Come forth, Gary. Gary, add back our one of Runick Fountain. If you don't banish that Runick Fountain, we do get to recycle it. Patrol Ship, return the Blackbeard back into the extra deck to play itself onto the field, to then play right on over it, the Runick Fountain. Activate the Slumber to make the Gary indestructible, as we now draw 3. And you will not ash us a 3rd time. The field spell got ashed twice. That's it. Let's get drawing. Vanishing off the top of the deck, 27 cards left in the deck. Returning 3 to draw 3. Mowerk already activated. We are now going to be making Blackbeard, which will draw an additional card. And does he have a light monster in the graveyard? I do not think so. A light monster would be ideal. So we'll give them a light monster through the token to then summon a Liss. Liss is here, randomly drawing into another Black Eyes. We have Monster Negate, Monster Banish. We could draw a card plus banish the back row. Let's go. Jiaolong is here. Linking off into the Rock of the Vanquisher. Rock of the Vanquisher, quick effect could chain to the Mowerk. We're going to discard a card to pop a card plus draw a card. Because you have the additional effect of drawing, we could negate your effect to destroy with Ash. Thus, we could save the Liss monster negate. Rock of the Vanquisher may be negated by the Liss right here. Yes, it will discard a Plunder to negate. But can it be destroyed? It's negate and destroy, and the Cerberus states that if you're co-linked, you cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it is saved. All right. We still have the Mowork, quick effect to banish. We're going to be playing our Bluebeard from the back row onto the field here through the effect of the Black Eyes being sent to the graveyard. Special summoning a Borger. We got Flashfire to destroy the Borger. Borger revealing. We're going for burn and not draw. Ain't no way. So we realized we're not going to out-advantage Runick. They're going to draw 4 cards every turn. They got the Runick Fountain draw 3. They got Blackbeard draw an additional card. It's not going to happen. So we have to just burn them to death because they keep on skipping their battle phase. They're going to keep on skipping battle phase. We're going to keep on burning them. But how do we get Borger back in the fields? Turn 3, draw 3. Oh boy. This Runick tip, just the tip, into the Flashfire, ready to destroy a special summon monster again. Co-linked monster to the Cerberus will not be destroyed by card effect, and it's co-linked, not linked. So if we summon the Borger next to the Cerberus, it could still get destroyed. I think we're gonna lose our deck. We're going for the deck out. That's what it looks like. Rock of the Vanquisher. We do not have a Plunder card in the hand to discard to negate. We don't have a discard to banish. So the Liss and the Mowork are not doing too well. Raisin is gonna be activating the search. Let's go, got our Mad Love. Ghost Spell could negate the Fountain if we did not chain link block it with our Raisin. So we blocked it ourselves, but maybe we did it on purpose because, you know, why not? Goodbye. Getting destroyed there. We are going for the tip. Tip into the monster negate. Let's keep on going. We're going for the banish. Top 2 card. Hold up. We only banish if we destroy the card successfully. It's destroy, then banish. We did not destroy. We do not then banish, but we trigger the Fountain anyway. Now we go spell. Negate. Chain the Blackbeard to draw a card here. Are we out of Plunders to discard? Is that the issue? We don't have any more Plunders. So we don't get to negate. We don't get to banish. We have 15 cards left in our deck. We will successfully negate. Thus, we will successfully banish 3 cards off the top of the deck. 3 cards left. Okay, we're scooping. We're done. I am out of here. This is way too toxic for me to deal with. And just like that, Plunder Runick advancing to the top 8. We have Purrely Nord turn 1. We have it. Which I feel like Robin initially was a win more card. You're pretty much going to win every duel where you had Robin on the field anyway, but maybe Purrely more than ever needs it now. So we have triple spin, plus if you special summon, we spin your monster back. But if you put Unicorn back to the hand, you then resummon it, you put it back to the hand, you resummon it. This does not stop the Kashtiras from special summoning. It does stop Riseheart though. Draw a card, drawing into the Druid Swarm. We're gonna spin the Unicorn back into the deck. You have 2 more spins here. Swing into Fossil Dyna. The Purrely Nord is no longer unaffected. We swing in, that's damage step, wipe out the entire field. Ain't no way he's doing it. He's gonna use Pretty Memory to suck it up. We're not swinging into it. As I said, send to the graveyard, sucking up the Fossil Dyna. And now we got Happy Memory protecting my friend Purrely, including until the next turn. We got Purrely Street, which will make our special summon monsters untargetable the turn they are summoned. We now got Beauty, 5,200 damage on the field. Not quite lethal. So we have Monster Negate, spin, spin, return back to the hand, return back to the hand. We got about 5 disruptions. And another spin. So we have 6 disruptions, not counting the Ash and the Druid Swarm. Drawing into a Maxi, because why not? Not gonna even bother using Call by the Grave. Got Riseheart, banishing the Big Bang. And to battle we go, huh? What was the fear here? Well, not only taking out Robin, but also you could then make Zeus in main phase 2 by battling into Mike C's. Get spinning. Keep on spinning. Purrely Street, even during the opponent's end phase, equipping from the deck or graveyard onto our Purrely Nord. And now finally we can conclude this duel, or at least we thought so. We could suck it up a Pretty, right? Pretty, or Battle Phase Spin. We still have Lethal. Chain Summon Jerusalem before it's no longer on the field, losing the effect of being a quick effect only when the opponent has a monster on the field. That's going to result in a surrender, taking this into game 2. All right. All the Fossil Dinos in his deck? Are you going to turn one summon Fossil Dino? Huh? Play Birth End. Well, we have Maxi and Shifter. You have to chain Maxi to the Shifter, otherwise the Maxi will not be activatable, nor will the Shifter be activatable. So they both counter each other, and that results in Ash negating the Maxi. Now our cards being banished mean that our Lily's not going to be able to perform an Exceed Summon. So we are solely reliant on regular Purrely. Regular Purrely hitting the leap off the top of the deck here, and we're going to be revealing the Pretty Memory to now make our Beauty. Beauty could suck up the Birth, it could suck up the Sleepy, it could suck up the Happy Memory, and that would be 5 cards. So we could still make the Purrely Nor. Let's go. Suck it up, suck up the Happy. Huh? Well, okay, we'll play off the Leap instead, sure. So this is, we did not draw a card. I guess we're playing around Triple Tactics Thrust. Did not want to get thrusting. Dark Hole though. What do? It's non-target destroy the Beauty. So if we leap it into an Purrely Nor, the Purrely Nor is just going to get destroyed. It only has 3 materials. So the Purrely Nor, because we didn't equip the Happy, is not going to be able to make it work. Now, had we set the Happy Memory, the play would be chain Leap, chain Happy, chain Beauty. Chain Beauty to the Happy. So we have 4 material, then we make Purrely Nor, then it's unaffected from the Dark Hole, but we didn't set it. We could have also just chained Happy, make it indestructible. That's it. Just chain Happy, equip it, and chill. And now we got Rise Heart. Rise Heart banishing the Unicorn. We're going to be reborning with the Birth, which we could have sucked up the Birth on our previous turn. We could have stopped it. We really wanted the follow-up of the Happy. Not using Valor to negate. He already used up his normal summon. We have Fenrir grabbing the Kashtira Scareclaw, and we got some damage here. Unicorn on the attack, banishing the Nor. You're right. I forgot that we're under Shifter. I completely forgot that. But the point still stands. Set Happy Memory was the correct play, in hindsight, to counter the Dark Hole, which it would have done. But we couldn't suck up because of Shifter. It is a cost to send the card to the graveyard to then suck up a card in the field, so that was illegal. Get Smack him with Scareclaw, Kashtira, and no main phase to Exceed. It's a large field. This could be more difficult to deal with than a single Arise Heart. We are summoning our Lily. Lily is going to have to be dealing with the Birth, banishing 3 cards in the graveyard here. Goodbye to our Happy. Happy is what we really wanted to get swinging. And then the Fenrir could also banish the Lily. Unicorn, goodbye to the Zeus. Limited to 1. We're holding on to the Fenrir. Is that the correct play? We got my friend Purrely revealing. We didn't try to go for Happy. We're down to 900 life. Now we both gain 1,000. Lily equipping the Pretty, making the Beauty, triggering the Fenrir. Fenrir cannot target the Beauty because of the Purrely Street. What are we going to target? The My Friend Purrely. And we're going to negate. I don't think so, mate. We could also suck up a card as we're no longer under Shifter. Let's do this. We're not going to suck up here. We're negated from sucking up now because we battled because of the Scareclaw Kashtira. But we're going to Purrely Leap. Let's get leaping into the Purrely Nor. Maybe we didn't want to suck up anyway. Well, okay, we want to suck up at least once. We want to keep the street, though, maybe. We're going to spin the Unicorn back on the deck. We're going to further spin. Now we're no longer having the quick effect ability to spin, but we're still going to suck up a Sleepy to draw a card during the standby phase. Draw a card. Even when we equip again in the end phase, this is no longer a quick effect. You have to have the level 1 Purrely. All right, we're going to negate you anyway. It's just negate until the end phase. So what did that gain? And it's gone. I think he was trying to stop him from spinning, but he couldn't spin anyway. My friend, and Zeus was banished, so we could not turn the Purrely Nor into a Zeus. My friend Purrely, reveal 3, add randomly one of them to the hand. Here we got Purrely randomly adding a card off the top of the deck among the 3 being revealed. We got the Purrely Street. We can make a Plump. Plump could suck up Pretty. Pretty could suck up the Scareclaw Kashtira. And we have X Purrely Nor again. So we have our 4 material, 5 material, and let's do it. Double up the street, making our X Purrely Nor. There's no way that Purrely's gonna lose this. 29 to the face, and we have triple spin, plus draw 2. Draw hand trap, spin, spin, spin. Unaffected from activate effects, summon the unicorn, spin it back. We got hand trap. What'd I say, double hand trap. Didn't even bother summoning the unicorn. We went from 3 spins to 4 spins. And we're now at 5,900 attack thanks to the delicious memories equipped onto that X Purrely Nor. Purrely is still, I believe, top tier, just no longer the best deck. A Dear Servant, that's it. Can't special summon for the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Garura drawing a card, being sent to the extra deck, searching for the Maximus, banishing Garura to summon Maximus, which could send 2 cards from the extra deck to the graveyard, which is going to be Albion and Titanclad. Titanclad could summon Quem. Albion can grab a branded spell or trap to set it. We got Serenir banishing the Masquerena. They sent nothing from the extra deck to the graveyard that was relevant enough to trigger. Even not being able to use the extra deck, we're still making great plays. We're setting up a Lubellion with a branded spell or trap into the back row. We have branded banishment, which could resummon a Despia or level 8 or higher fusion for the graveyard. But since we didn't properly summon any fusions, the banishment will not work. Quem send Quem? That's kind of interesting. Isn't Quem supposed to send Fallen Albaz here? I guess we send Quem because we want to use branded banishment, which can't special summon Albaz. So that is the idea. Yeah, okay. So it's for banishment instead of Quem summoning Albaz. Sure. Max C in the draw phase here. Chain drew a Swarm onto the Quem. We're not going to be using banishment to reborn the Quem. Okay. So the banishment's dead. Banishment cannot summon a Titanclad. We have Vega, which is going to special summon a monster from the hand. We have Lyrin, which is special summoning itself from the hand. We're under Max C. Are you good? Lyrin grabbing a Constellar Tellarknight, which could special summon a Tellarknight from the hand or graveyard. Chaos Angel is here, used alongside the Bystials. It's got the light and dark benefit. We're banishing a card off the field, using Druisworn to send Lubellion to the graveyard, using Call by the Grave to finger it to negate its effect to send the Lubellion to the grave. And with the Quem being banished, the banishment is dead. We have 0 disruption. We're just hoping that they don't cook too deep under Max C, which it looks like Lorisor does not care about Max C, not respecting the Max C. Now, think about this. How do you know when to go in under Max C? Well, first of all, a deck like Branded, I think, is less likely to be playing more hand traps than other decks because it's already a very tight fit for many of the cards. It's also a 60-card deck. If a 60-card deck Max sees me, and I have the way through lethal, and I could lethal through an Ash Blossom, I'm taking that chance. He may be playing 1 Nibiru, if he plays Nibiru at all. We're going to be returning 2 Concealer cards in the graveyard back to our hand. We're going to be detaching a copy of the effect of a Banished Constellar to send a Tellarknight card from the deck to the graveyard, sending the Altaran. We're now going to be linking this off into M7, which could send a card in the field back to the hand, yes? Or we're further going into Deltros, which could pop a card in the field. We got Imperm, but we have back row stuck. We got the loss, we got the banishment. Banishment cannot even be used. And just like that, 10,000 damage on the field. Very well done. Lorisor, I need your D. I need to take that deckless. I'm copying it. You have renewed my interest in Tellarknight. I am excited. Bystial, it just seems so obvious. Bystial is great right now. Bystial against all the top decks. Bystial stops Mathmech. Let's go. Negate. Otherwise, he would be grabbing a Branded Fusion. The thing is, what if he already had Branded Fusion? Then guess what? He's grabbing Branded Lost. Then Branded Lost will make it so you can't imperm the Lubellion or Albion being summoned. So you have to imperm this, either way. All right, there's our max seed. We got max seed. Are we taking the max seed challenge again? Can we lethal under max seed? As I said, 60 card deck max seeing you and you have lethal and you could do so even under an Ash. You should probably go for it. Looks like we did not have it ending with just a Lyran. You max seed me, I max seed you, it's fair. Fair play, double the max seed. Aluber not going to be negated this time, not even searching for branded fusion. Well, you know, we are under max seed, so maybe we just did not want to commit to any more special summons here. We got Deneb searching for a follow-up play as we now take 1800. And just like that, we're ending with no hand trap. We did not at least cook a little bit with branded fusion. Was that correct? Deneb being reborn with the Constellar Tellarknights, grabbing a Vega. I feel like you're going to lose this turn right here, right now. And you had to know that this would be happening, right? How could this be enough for a full-blown Tellarknight follow-up play? We had to grab Branded Fusion. We had to set up something. In fact, if we grabbed the Branded Fusion and cooked just a little bit, I'm not sure if Tellarknight had enough juice to even play through it. Caduceus adding 2 cards in the graveyard back to the hand, banishing Vega to special summon the Altaran. Altaran popping 1 card in the field per Exceed we have on the field as we now make M7. Constellar Tellarknights is going to further turn the M7 into a Deltaros. Deltaros will be popping the Aluber on the field. We have 7,500 damage in the field as the Lubellian searches for a Bestial. Now, the Altaran has a restriction, right? You cannot declare attacks for the rest of the turn except with Xyz monsters. So you think he's got lethal, it's like, come on, just surrender, bro. It's over, I got you. Wait, what does this say? The Tellarknight is special summoned. Oh! The pop effect does not lock you into Exceed. It's only if you special summon this card from the graveyard, you cannot declare attacks with except with Xyz monsters. And the other restriction is with the bridge. The bridge says you cannot special summon except Tellarknight monsters. So you got, and then also the Altair has another restriction. I think you could only attack with Tellarknights. So those are the 3 restrictions you need to remember. Locked into Exceed attacks only, locked into Tellarknight attacks only, locked into Tellarknight special summoning only. That is a 2-0 victory. Just like that, Lorisor advancing to the top 8 with Bestial Tellarknights. I stand by my words. I think new players should play Stun, but I think Stun should be nerfed. I don't think Stun should be a top tier deck. I don't think good players should be playing it. I don't like it being meta relevant, but I think it's good for new players to get into the game. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's not good for learning. Why is DK recommending this? It worked for me from my own experience multiple times, taking a hiatus from the game, easing myself back into the game. And after clapping up fools, I get interested in other decks to play. Let's go. It's much better than giving a new player Salamangreat. They have no idea what they're doing. Then they say Yu-Gi-Oh's stupid, and then they don't play again. Fossil Dyna states that neither player can special summon, and we can't attack over it because the Mirror Shield's going to boost up its attack equal to the highest stat the opposing monster has, whether it's their attack or defense. So what do? We destroy it just like that. Not protected from destruction, and we're no longer stunning. Is Vanquish Soul a deck that you could really stun, or what? Is this the anti-stun? Not quite lethal damage, but we have Borger to burn for the final lethal damage. Let's get to it. Next turn, we just need an Earth and Fire. So we can make Rock of the Vanquisher, add back a Fire, and then what do? We got the Earth. Just like that, we got it. Rock, right? Or just return back. Okay. We're setting up for the burn, right? Surely. Yes, there we go. We're under Shifter. Shifter, the cards are not going to the grave. Special Summon Raisin, searching for a Fire. That's not Earth and Fire for game. Are you shiting me? What the heck? Ash is going to negate the thrust. You have a tiny Grand Maju. Okay. 1,200 attack, can't swing over the Rock of the Vanquisher since it is protected. We have Dogmatica Punishment though. Let's get punishing. So what do? We're going to link this off into another Rock of the Vanquisher to add the Raisin back to the hand here. We can't summon it into the same column as the Grand Maju. We're going to be searching for the final missing attribute. So now we could burn for game. We had to activate the Dogmatica punishment before the resolution of the Raisin searching for the attribute needed to burn for game, taking this into a game 2. What do we set with Thrust? I mean, we don't negate draw 1, right? It's just draw 1, not a big deal. Time Tearing Morganite. We're going to draw a card every turn, and we get that additional summon. That additional summon ensuring that we have 2 ways to stop them from special summoning. They can't summon the Fenrir. What now? What now? Normal summon. Oh, geez. Raise and destroy the column, attack over the other, and just like that, we've been dealt with? Oh my Jesus. Do we have enough? We have Fire and Dark. Yes, we do. Fire, Dark, the Gone Fossil Dyna. That's so nasty. I can't believe Vanquish Soul just decimates stun with just Raisin. Because if they can't special, they should only be able to destroy 1 monster. We're gonna draw 2 cards every turn though. Oh, thank you for turning on our thrust. Now we're thrusted. Ash is negating. Evenly Match is not that good. Bribe is not that good. This is just not that good. What is going on? Despite drawing 2 cards, we got nothing. Raisin gets searching. Now we have to perform lethal damage here. This is gonna get out of control. Drawing 2 cards every single turn. I think we have to go for the win. Caesar Valley is gonna be popping a back row card here. Gonna find out that the back row card is no good. Are we afraid of Dark Bribe? Dark Bribe negate, and then they get to draw a card. That is not gonna be helping. Only negate a spell or trap, that is. So we pop it. Open field, 3,000 damage to 72, now 4,800. Searching for the Jiaolong. Jiaolong, come forth and summon. Reveal the Jiaolong, can't be destroyed now. Triggering the effect, come forth and summon. 72 to 72, just enough for lethal. Now putting this at over 8,000 damage. Very easily 2-0ing stun. Damn. Good job, good job. What the scrap dino? Okay, let's go. Ash, and we don't have Misk. Misk is unlimited. Oviraptor is unlimited. And dare I say, Dino is being held back by Max C. We got Thrust, thrusting our Imperm into the back row here, and I can't believe the Ash actually worked. We actually got Ashed. We got Squeak Knight, special summon the Fire Lady Flint. With 2 warriors in the field, that is when the deck pops off. We could Imperm the Isold. The Isold would then not be able to... Here's the thing, though. So let's carefully read this. It's got 2 effects, so you're thinking, you know, we Imperm the first effect, so the second effect is negated, right? But you can only use each effect once per turn. It could be safer to negate the second effect. It's a hard once per turn, because what happens if they summon another warrior? They summon a second Isold, and then they activate the second effect that you could have negated with the Imperm because you're negating the bad effect. This is greedy, and it may bite us in the end. Let's see. So we should have a second Isold. Yeah, we do. So they wanted you to negate the first effect, and now we get a second warrior on the field, or Ash negates. So actually, hey, the greedy play worked. Had this water not been negated, we would have summoned a second Isold, and we would have used the second effect that we should have negated. And despite we're negated, we're still going to send 3 equipped cards from the deck to the graveyard here. Is Rivalry activated if you control a Mikanko monster, which we do not? We only control a Mikanko spell. Dino's not doing anything. Okay. We are just beat down in as we now main phase 2 Dugaris. Dugaris is going to be detaching 2 to reborn the Oviraptor main phase 2. This gives up our next main phase. Miscellaneous, banish Miscellaneous. We're going to be summoning our Archosaur. Archosaur, pop the baby, and let's speed this up. Grab the double evolution pill, baby summon a baby, pop the baby to summon a baby, activate baby to summon a Scrap Raptor, pop the baby to perform additional summon, summoning a Giant Rex from the deck. Scrap Wyvern is going to be reborning the Scrap Raptor, to then pop the raptor, to then summon a raptor to pop a card in the field, which generally would be a baby. Nemesis Keystone, returning a banished card to summon itself onto the field, now making a Spright Elf. As we now Shokan into Naturia Beast, infinitely negating spells. Well, per 2 cards we have in our deck to mill. So negate the Rondo. Now, does it negate the effect of a spell in the graveyard? I'm gonna have to read that. When a spell card is activated, it does not negate the effect of a spell. So if we have Mikanko Dance in the graveyard, that cannot be negated by the beast. Now, Dolka is double monster negate. We have the Ultimate Conductor Tyrannus, which will flip the whole field face down non-targeting. And then negate. Let's go. We scooping. Damn. Do we have a play? We got a play. We got the play. We got the way. We got the Archosaur pop the baby to pop off. But there's an Ash. We should have miscellaneous. What the heck? But we're not going, wait. Oh, huh? What? Wait. Orsaki is not a regular Mikanko deck. Generally, Mikanko wants to go second. Mikanko chose to go first. A Mikanko deck that wants to go first. Okay. Let me grab a Rise Heart. Special summoning that Rise Hearts. We're locked into Xyz monsters only. Oh, no. That was a normal summon. So we did not special summon. So we can make the I sold. We're good. Very good. Do not negate this. You could negate this, though. This could be negated. There you go. Very well done. First one's a bait. Even with impermanence, it is a debate. You do want to carefully think if they could summon another one. And we have a Dead Rivalry, and our only public disruption is our Fenrir banish a face-up card after a monster activates. Like so. This has to be so enraging for any regular Dino player. Main phase Ash on Oviraptor is supposed to be met with a miscellaneous source. What the hell? So, is it wrong to Ash? I think it is. I think it's wrong to Ash. I think you should be ashing the miscellaneous source in the graveyard effect. But it's working. It's working. It's working. Banish the Oviraptor, just like that. Damn. Alrighty. Gearfried, banishing an equip card, come forth and summon. We got Mikanko Hare equipping onto it. The Rivalry, that's 4,000 damage right there. Lethal damage, taking this into a game 3. All right. This time you're not ashing my Oviraptor. I'm gonna be searching for my miscellaneous. Ash this, I dare you. All right, we got the baby. And now we're going. And then you ash this. This is where you ash. Archosaur, get poppin'. Let's speed this up. Unless we had Kaiju. Non-target flip the field face down. Monster negate. It is untargetable. Trap negate. Spell negate. And they are near infinitely negating any traps you have. The Natura Beast cannot be negated by impermanence untargetable, and the Natura Barkion could also negate an impermanence. Also evenly match, negate. Let's go. Summon Fenrir. So we're gonna use the Dulka to negate the Fenrir. Natura Beast with the near infinite negate, negating the Call by the Grave as we're attempting to summon our baby from the graveyard to pop it with the Ultimate Conductor Tyrannus to flip down the Fenrir. Unless Fenrir activates. Did not. Flip you down. Very well done. Baby summon from the deck. Ash negate. Dulka can negate. Because it has double negate. We're holding on to both negates. Which we could use both in the same turn. Flint Lady activated to special summon Flint Lady. We're going to use our one of two negates. Negates. And destroy. Now what? There is no what. It's done. Mikanko Water, Natura Beast, negate the activation. Now, usually you want to negate the hard once per turn effect of summon a Mikanko from the deck, but Natura Beast cannot negate that effect. So if you allowed the activation to go through, you'd be in trouble. Very well done. We're still going? What are we doing? Almirage, okay, end the turn, finish him. Dinos for the win. swinging into Almirage, protecting the Fenrir from destruction, but we're not destroying it. We're sending it to the graveyard to burn for 1,000. It just like that. Barkion for game as Dinos now advance into the top 8. Very nice. I am a fan of Dinos. It is one of the coolest decks to win a duel with if you're winning with the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Quem competing with the normal summon of Alibur, sending an Albaz from the deck to the graveyard. If you want to use Quem as extending for extension plays, you send Cartesia, and then you have a way to move a card out of the extra deck, then reborn the Cartesia. If you don't have a way to extend with the Quem, you send Albaz, because Albaz will reborn during the opponent's turn to then fuse with their field. So those are some mindsets with Quem of what to send. Quem could also send Branded Fusion to then add back from the graveyard with your Retribution, and the Retribution could also be sent with Quem. She is insanely versatile. It's crazy. Axe of Fools completely negating her, so she's not going to be able to reborn the Albaz, and the Banishment also cannot reborn the Albaz, but the Banishment could reborn the Quem, reflecting 2,500 damage as the Mikanko Dance in the damage step spins back the Banishment. Untargetable. Indestructible. What do? Branded in white, fusing with the Albaz in the graveyard to banish and summon our untargetable Sanctifier Dragon. Now, Sanctifier Dragon can do nothing right now, but we could use Banishment to reborn the Quem. Quem could send from the deck to the graveyard. Okay. Untargetable. Untargetable. We have Diviner being negated by the Ash. So what's cool here is if we try to finger the Ash, Sanctifier will say, no, you can't do that. I will reborn the Ash onto either side of the field to dodge it. So now we could summon Quem. All right, negate. And we are ready to, oh, yep, you could not activate onto my Sanctifier because it's untargetable. And we're gonna chain to the water to summon our Quem onto our field to get Quem in. Quem send from our deck to the grave. Are we sending an Albaz? Ash is going to now negate the Quem. Damn, now Quem is not going to be very good here. So can't really do much with that. As the water now summons the Ha-Ray. Ha-Ray activate to search for a Fire Dance. Fire Dance could summon from the hand or grave. So we're going to link off into a Nightmare Phoenix with the Ash you gave me, by the way. Discarding Diviner to pop the back row. Banishment not activatable. As you now Mikanko Rivalry, equipping onto the Quem, a double-edged sword to reflect double 3,500 damage, giving us lethal damage. We gotta put Quem in defense. Double-edged sword is only gain attack. Can Sanctifier summon in defense? Summon both. Yeah, like, yeah, it had to be in D. Damn. All right, let's hop into game number 2. What's up, Von Serter? Thank you for being here. Ohime searching for the ceremony. So, okay, we won game 1. The opponent, Branded, chose for Mikanko to go first, which is what you do. It's a turn 2 deck. Preparation of Rites, grabbing another Ohime. We're just trying to bait the Ash and also add back a ritual spell in the graveyard. That does work out well. Ceremony special summoning that Ohime. As we can now use the ceremony to send a card from the deck to the graveyard, which will be sending our Mikanko Water, which Ohime can equip onto the Ha-Ray, which can activate to search for an equip card. Grabbing the Purification Dance, which a lot of Mikanko players do not play. We'll talk about that in a bit. We're going to be special summoning Hewley from the deck, searching for the Trap, which can negate or take control of an opposing monster. Why do people not play this? Because it doesn't really help you make plays. It's a disruptor. What it does is, when the opponent special summons a monster, you could target one monster you control and one monster the opponent controls, return them back to the hand. Yep, so we have return back and negate or take control, and that's about it. Let's go. Our field's untargetable, by the way. Can't target. Albion's gonna be drawing a card by sending Albaz from the deck to the grave, randomly drawing into a Quem. That's gonna be our good normal summon, sending Retribution, as I said. Super Polymerization to fuse with the Ohime, light and light, making a Quiritis. Alrighty. Still have Rivalry to negate or take control of a monster. We're going to be grabbing a Maximus. Maybe we negate Maximus? We couldn't. We did not even summon it. We're going to be adding a Branded in red with the toggle on in the end phase. You got to toggle on for this. Add the Albaz. Huh? Not fusing. Bro, what's going on? We're like bricked up because Mikanko or something? Yeah, I mean, we just didn't really know where to go from here because, you know, we knew that Mikanko was going to lethal us anyway. Yeah, they're gonna get us good, and yeah, we didn't know what to do. Huh? What the heck happened here? Things happened. Mikanko happened. That's a 2-0 victory. That is a great benefit to be playing a deck like Mikanko, a deck that many people are not familiar with. They don't know the main combos and plays to beat it, and then the deck artificially gets boosted. That's why I do like playing decks that people are not ready to play against. I think in many ways, joining a tournament or a big event, it could be better than playing the top tier 1 deck that everyone knows how to play against. You're going to have a 50-50 in the mirror matches. You may as well have some sort of a surprise factor with something like this. Nadir locked him, yeah. And the Nadir did lock him, but the Maximus also was not summonable. Or was summonable, but he didn't summon it. You want to set the brain in red. So yeah, he did make a big mistake. As I said, he got bricked up because of Mikanko, and he needed to set it. Yeah, for the entire turn, the Nadir Servant locked you out. Now, why are people starting to play it? Because of Quem, you could make great plays without fusion summoning. Getting Quem onto the field, setting up an Albaz, and then summon during the opponent's turn. Albion setting up your branded spell and traps in your back row. Great turn 1s without even using the extra deck. And YouTube, I bid you farewell to those watching in the video, not the stream. The stream is continuing, but we'll be going to the top 8 grand finale and top deck list in another video, which will be the next day. Thank you for watching. Let's do it.